lead the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which is one nation under God, indivisible, liberty and justice.
Thank you. We will go to general public comments. Anyone may address the commission briefly about items not on today's agenda. I'll set the public comment at 2 minutes. If you would like to speak on any item not on today's agenda, now would be the time to do it.
Chair, may I give a quick preface?
Sure.
Context. So staff was contacted just from an individual interested in running for the CalAFCO board. So we advised them that this would be the agenda item to speak to. Just for general context, there are 2 seats that will be open this October during the CalAFCO annual conference. And one is the county seat, which our commission has nominated our Supervisor Wendy Rudescu for, and another is the district seat for our 15 county coastal region. So with that, we have one person who wants to introduce themselves for this election.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, and I'm happy to fill out a speaker card later if that.
Not necessary.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for having me here this afternoon. My name is Virginia Chang Corrali, and I am one of the special district representatives of San Mateo LAFCO. I am running to be your special district representative for the coastal region on the CalAFCO board in October. And I'm honored to have the support of San Mateo LAFCO and to have their confidence as their nominee for the CalAFCO board for special districts in the coastal region. I have the privilege and honor of serving on 2 special district boards in San Mateo County, the San Mateo County Harbor Board of Commissioners and the Menlo Park Fire Protection District Board of Directors. My professional background is in financial research and investments and as a former senior director of the NASDAQ stock market. I have also been involved with advocacy work for my 2 elected boards and for nonprofits such as the California State Parks Foundation Board, on which I served for 12 years. CalAFCO has a wonderful opportunity to play a bigger role in advocacy at the state level, especially when the need for collaboration is greater than ever as our local communities deal with housing, transportation, public safety, infrastructure needs, essential services, and the like. As a fire board director and a harbor board commissioner, I understand the breadth of coastal issues from wildfires, which affect the entire state of California, to maritime issues for infrastructure needs and local economic development needs for California's fishing industry and, equally important, farming and agriculture, which are big parts of the district I represent on the San Mateo County Harbor Board. The opportunity for CalAFCO to be more involved with advocacy at the state level is one of the many reasons I would like to serve on the CalAFCO board as the Coastal Region Special District Representative. Today, I just simply wanted to introduce myself and let you know that I'm proud to be a candidate for the Special District Representative for the Coastal Region. And if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. You should have these comments in front of you, and my contact information is on there. So if you have any questions, I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, does any other member of the public wish to comment on items not on today's agenda? Do we have anyone online?
Chair, no hands are raised on Zoom.
Okay, we'll go ahead and close public comment. Go on to the next item on the agenda, consent. Does any member of this board wish to pull an item on consent? I'll look to my right, seeing none. Does any member of the public wish to pull an item on consent? All right, online?
Chair, no hands are raised.
All right, I'll
Madam
entertain.
Chair,
Yes.
I move that we approve consent agenda.
Okay,
On the second,
yes.
I didn't want to interrupt your flow after public comment, but I do want to appreciate the chair for letting the public comment persons complete their statement.
Of course.
That was very nice of you and honorable of you to do that.
Of course, thank you. All right, so we have a motion made by Commissioner Leffel, seconded by Commissioner Askew, and we will call for a roll call vote, please.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
I move that we approve consent agenda.
All right, I'll entertain. Yes.
Madam Chair, I move that we approve consent agenda.
Okay,
Thank you, Chair. Commissioner Adams,
Aye.
Commissioner Gorley,
Aye.
Commissioner Leffel,
Yes.
Commissioner Lindley,
Aye.
Commissioner Oglesby,
Aye.
Vice Chair Ruth Askew. Chair Craig.
Yes. Okay, motion carries unanimously. Thank you. On to item 5, old business, consider LAFCO annual work program implementation status report. We have a recommended action.
Thank you, Chair
Yes.
Craig. Jonathan Brinkman, our senior analyst, will provide an update on our current work program activities for your information.
Afternoon, Chair Craig and Commissioners. This item is for information only, but we want to provide this to you in slightly different format than our typical anticipated agenda items on consent. We want to highlight some items that have occurred over the past few months and then look forward to what will be on some future agendas. So first off, City Gonzalez, Gloria Road Egg Cooler annexation that was approved in September of last year. It was waiting on a condition of approval for an ag mitigation conservation easement. And that has been met, and the annexation has been recorded through a certificate of completion. And so that is now complete. So staff reports that that is complete as of the end of August. And then looking forward to October and December agenda items, staff has been working on the 7 Monterey Peninsula cities municipal service review. A draft has been completed. It's been reviewed by cities, and staff is working to incorporate feedback received. So we anticipate that will be coming in October. As well as in our work program, we have a municipal service review for San Nardo and San Lucas water districts, and that is underway as well. We anticipate that will come forward at the October meeting. And then the City of Soledad's Miramonte Sphere Amendment and Annexation, which was approved by the Commission in December of 2022. We're anticipating that that will come with a request from the city for an extension, either at the October or December meetings. Currently, the city and developer are working on a new mitigation proposal, and we'll have an update when we come forward with an extension about progress being made over the past year. And then we also wanted to update the commission on previous MSRs, municipal service reviews that were approved. The Soledad Cemetery District had some follow-up items after that MSR was approved at the June meeting, as well as the Greenfield area. There are 3 special districts from that municipal service review with some follow-up items. So to give you a quick update on those 2 items, the Soledad Cemetery District, after the June meeting, staff was invited to provide a board orientation to that board. It is now a completely different board than it was a year and a half ago. So they've inherited a number of issues, but they rolled up their sleeves, they're rolling up their sleeves, they're getting things done. So they've hired already a district manager. They've hired a new grounds keeper, and they've hired through a contract with the county council for their district council. All of those were recommendations in our MSR. There's 2 remaining first priority actions. That's passage of a budget for this current fiscal year and hiring of an audit firm to conduct their audits. So those still remain, along with a number of second-tier items, which are the Form 700 filings, ethics and harassment training, and a website for the district that meets state laws. So they know they have quite a bit ahead of them, but they're making progress, and they are willing and able and serving their community and turning things around for that district. With the other 3, the 3 Greenfield area special districts, they're a little further along in their items that we've noted in the MSR for them to complete. They have firms under contract to complete their audits, and then they are just finishing up those trainings and Form 700 forms. I think in terms of 2 of the districts, there's only 1 board member left, and they may have completed those final trainings last week. So those two districts are on a course to coming into full compliance. And then on our normal future anticipated agenda items, just wanted to highlight a couple of new items this month. We have in the city of Gonzales, Corridor Road, existing farm worker housing. The city is interested in submitting a out-of-agency service extension to provide water to that existing farm worker housing outside the city limits. And then in the city of Soledad, the very last item on the staff report, there is the city has coordinated with staff on a annexation, a sphere of influence and annexation for a 4.4 acre parcel that is on the western side of the city, near the corner of San Vicente Road and Gavilan Drive. So those are just two new updates on our list of future items. So staff is available if there's any questions, and we'll turn it back to you, Chair.
Excellent, thank you. We will go to board members for questions first off. Any questions of the update? All right. Seeing no questions, I will go out to the public. We'll come back for comment from the board, but any member of the public wish to comment on this item? All right, seeing none, anybody online?
Chair, there are no hands raised on Zoom.
All right, then we'll come back to the board for final comments, and it's just to receive the report, there is no action. Correct myself from my previous statement. Any final comments from the board on the update? Yes, ma'am.
Thanks. I just want to say thank you to staff for working with our districts. And I think this is just a really good example of the MSR process, identifying issues, identifying recommendations so that we have a clear action path to follow to make sure that all of our special districts are functioning in the way that the community needs them to function. So thank you to the team for leaning in and getting that identified and then working with the local folks.
Excellent. Any other further comment? All right, we'll deem this report received. Thank you. Going on to our public hearing, item number 6, consider City of Greenfield's Apple Avenue annexation of approximately 18.7 acres. We'll receive the report from our executive officer.
Thank you, Chair Craig. This report will be presented today by Darren McBain, our principal analyst, and the item begins on page 37 of your meeting packet. Thank you.
Thank you. This proposal is for annexation of 18.7 acres within the city's designated sphere of influence and adjacent to the existing city limits. And the proposal is for public facility type uses. This proposal includes 2 parcels. One is owned by the Greenfield School District and is developed with the existing Arroyo Seco Academy K-6 school. The other parcel is owned by the city of Greenfield, and it's the site of a planned future community recreation center that's currently in the design phase and has received grant funding from the state of California. The proposal is consistent with all requirements of state law and with this commission's locally adopted policies, and it will provide many public benefits, including facilitating development of a new community recreation center and park, which will be a very significant community asset and should have great synergy with the school site being located right next door. The proposal will also help ensure fast public safety response times to the school site by bringing the school into the city limits and therefore within jurisdiction of the city police department. This proposal will also, specifically the development of the community recreation center will help facilitate street frontage improvements, in other words, curb, gutter, and sidewalk, which will make for a safer and more inviting pedestrian environment for kids and families going back and forth to the school site in the future. The proposal has no impacts on agricultural resources, and the city has demonstrated capacity to provide all the necessary services. As part of our standard practices, staff referred the city's resubmitted annexation proposal application to local public agencies this past July when we received it. We, as part of our standard process, also provided public hearing notices to property owners and registered voters within a 300-foot radius last month, as well as publishing a hearing notice in the Salinas Valley Tribune. In response, we have received expressions of support from the fire chief and from the school district, and no concerns or questions from any members of the public up through today. So with that, staff is very happy to be able to recommend approval of this proposal, and I'll turn it back over to you, Madam Chair.
Thank you. All right, we will go to our board for questions. I'll start to my right. Any member on the board have questions of staff? To my left. Oh, and I'm supposed to say it's an opening for a public hearing. Sorry, because that's what public hearings are, to let the public know that we're open for a public hearing. Is that right? Okay, great. All right, so no questions of the board. I'll go out to the public. Does any member of the public wish to comment on this item? Hi, welcome.
Chair, members of the commission, Brent Slama, representing the city of Greenfield under contract to the city as a contracting planner. I think Mr. McBain gave the report. We're happy to answer any questions, along with Paul Mugen, community development director of the city, is also here. The school already exists. The community center is annexation is a prerequisite for the grant funding under Prop 68 of the state of California. It needs to be in the city of the jurisdiction that's building it. The community is really excited about it. We're moving forward on that. Architect's been hired. So this is really a cleanup for us to make sure that we can get the grant funding, serve the community, and then also bring the school that's been actively used for the last 7 years back into the city limits as Mr. McBain. It's just more effective services. So we can answer any questions you have, but we're just here from the city. Thank you.
Excellent, thank you. All right, we'll come back to the board for comments and action. I will start to my left. Boy, we have a quiet group today.
Second.
Okay, motion made by Commissioner Gorley, seconded by Commissioner, I have to get the titles right. Boy, it's a weird afternoon for me. Commissioner Leffel, and any other comments from the commission? Yes.
I just want to say, I've been spending quite a bit of time in Greenfield, and I think this is a perfect annexation to the city. And the fact that it creates a much more safe zone for the school for response time, and also a community center that everyone can use. It's a natural. So I think it's a win for everyone.
Thank you. All right. Yes.
I was going to say
Commissioner
something
Oglesby.
similar. Thank you, Chair. I was going to say something similar about it's a long time coming. To get the school in the city boundaries is not just response time, but it goes to authority to act, to be clear about it. So I appreciate Director Lafco mentioning that. We want those kids to be able to receive their services without delay and misunderstanding about boundary lines and authority lines.
Excellent, thank you. All right, seeing no further comment from the commission, we'll call for a roll call vote, please.
Thank you, Chair. Commissioner Adams?
Aye.
Commissioner Gorley?
Aye.
Commissioner Leffel?
Yes.
Commissioner Lindley?
Aye.
Commissioner Oglesby?
Aye.
Vice Chair Ruth Askew? Aye. And Chair Craig?
Aye. And Commissioner Askew asked, and shame on me, was there anyone online that wished to comment on this item?
Chair, no hands have been raised.
Okay, thank you, I appreciate it. All right, we'll go ahead and close that public hearing, and we will go on to the executive officer's communications.
Thank you, Chair. I have no oral communications today.
Boy, we're cruising through the agenda then. Commissioner comments, anybody wish to comment publicly? Yes, ma'am.
I do, and I just want to point out to all of you, if you did not see it, that the airport was the recipient of about $37 million in FAA money prior to September 30th, end of their fiscal year. And there's a lot more coming after the first of 2025. So we're going along on our projects. I gave at each of your places a little card, and it has a QR code on that. And you can go on and you can see daily what the construction is looking like at the airport. So it's the best way we know to be transparent on what's going on. You can look as much as you want. So it's pretty amazing to see the time lapse on it. So anyway, enjoy.
Thank you. Anyone else? Commissioner comments? All right, we are going to adjourn to closed session Pursuant to Government Code Section 54956.9D1, Commission will confer on legal counsel regarding existing litigation with Monterey Peninsula Water Management District. I want to ensure that we have the opportunity to give public comment. Does any member of the public wish to comment on this item?
Chair, no hands are raised on Zoom.
All right, and in the chambers, it doesn't look like we have anyone for public comment on that item. Do we have any further comment on that? All right, so we'll go ahead and adjourn to closed session. All right, we're gonna open. That's why I looked at you.
Oh, okay, I thought you just liked me, Chair.
We're going to open back up because we have Commissioner Oglesby's got something to say.
No, we'll take it. She did look at me. I was like, why is she looking at me, right? But because I sit on the Monterey Peninsula Water Management District, I will not participate in this closed session manner. And so thank you so much, Chair.
Yes, and
because I sit on the Monterey Peninsula Water Management District, I will not be able to participate in closed session either.
all right, thank you. Anyone else want to recuse? Okay, all right. We'll go ahead and adjourn to closed session. Thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and reconvene, and we will do a roll call, please.
Thank you, Chair. Commissioner Adams? Oh, that's right, she left. Commissioner Gorley?
Here.
Commissioner Leffel?
Here.
Commissioner Lindley?
Here.
Vice Chair Ruth Askew? Here. And Chair Craig?
Here. All right, we read out from closed session with LAFCO General Counsel. Anything to report out, Counsel? I'm going to assume that's a no. No reportable action according to General Counsel. Thank you. We'll go ahead and adjourn. Our next meeting is Monday, October 28th. Thank you.